Hi, so this is a recording for CS50 web programming Python for Project0, whereby one is required to design a website of their own choice, of their own interest. So thinking about this project, obviously, just trying to come up with something that would go towards my portfolio. So the real issue here in the UK right now is loneliness amongst elderly senior citizens, and so the statistics are abundant and the numbers are alarming. One need not to look very far to see the extent of the problem. The population is getting older, whereby this is a phenomenon across Europe, whereby the baby boomers generation has kind of tailed off, and people are not as rampant, I guess. But looking at the actual map, by 2036, say, almost a third of the population is going to be over 65. And if one was to contrast this with the current immigration figures, and these immigration figures have been pretty consistent over the past few years, just in 2017, we can see that the immigration, net migration to UK was 273,000, of which is 297,000 who were between the age of 0 to 24. Looking at the chart itself, there is lots and lots of young people coming in, and some of them, a large portion, are still dependent. Looking back at the table, this number is under 15s, is probably about fairly consistent between the 30 and 40,000 each year. That means that these persons, young persons, mother tongue is different to English, most probably, which can be pretty significant. So combine this with the fact, with a trend across the nation, whereby 35% of all newborn babies, the parent, at least one parent, birthplace is outside of UK as well. In Oxford itself, this is obviously close to London. There's another heat map here that one can explore should they wish to take on this course. It was 35%. Now, one study had shown that actually this has no impact. The immigration has, the number of dependents arriving into the school system has no significant impact were they to join prior to the age of 11, because the academic achievements are comparable. So these are this is number of schools, where number of pupils is basically 1.2 million pupils, places that are in schooling whereby the institution needs improving or is inadequate. So this is the solution. This is an actual registered domain. So the proposed solution that would be to run a community-run project whereby the senior citizens would register the courses that they wish to deliver, and they should be relating to their prior career. So say, for example, English teachers or accountants or mathematicians or engineers, anything like that, could go towards providing tuition to children, young persons whose first language may or may not be English. So I think because there is lots that the senior citizens can offer and should. So basically, this this appliance is really designed to try to bridge the gap between the two. So about the appliance itself, so the design was done by me. Obviously, the stock photos are from the internet. The logo was designed by me. The ethos, like I said, this should really go towards my, it was designed in mind with it to go towards my portfolio. And so we've got the login page, etc., etc. And ideally, in future, this will be on mobile platform, making it all the while easier for the users, be it the guardians and the parents, to search for the to-be mentors, or basically for the mentors to upload their portfolio of previous experience and educational achievements.